The following is a production by Lone Star Community Radio, Montgomery County's community radio station. You can support Lone Star Community Radio by donating and sponsoring programs just like this. For more information, check us out online at irlonestar.com. This segment is brought to you by...
Since 2004, Roger Stein Chiropractic has offered spine and joint manipulation services to residents of Montgomery County and surrounding areas. Conditions treated include lower back pain, migraines, headaches, whiplash, carpal tunnel, neck pain, sciatica, joint pain, sports injuries, herniated discs, and complications from pregnancy. Roger Stein Chiropractic, led by Dr. Stacy Rogers and Dr. Brian McGee, is an integrity-verified chiropractic clinic. Call 936-441-9990 for an appointment or visit rogerssteinchiropractic.com. That's RODGERSSTEIN chiropractic.com.
Team Sinisi is a proud sponsor of Conroe Culture News. Vinny Sinisi and his professional team provide comprehensive real estate services throughout the greater Montgomery County area and beyond. Whether looking to buy, sell, or invest in real estate, Team Sinisi has an impeccable reputation. Contact Team Sinisi for a great experience at teamsinisi.com. That's TEAMSINISI.com.
You're listening to Lone Star Community Radio on 104.5 KCCW LP Conroe and 106.1 KZCC LP Conroe and worldwide at irlonestar.com.
Hello, I am Margie Taylor, your host for Conroe Culture News, FM 104.5, 106.1, live streaming on irlonestar.com and Facebook Live on Conroe Culture News. Today, we are going to talk all about veterans because this week is Veterans Day. And we're also going to talk about Cooking for Courage, the Tuff Foundation, the Montgomery County Veterans Memorial Park, and all the activities that they have been happening this week and in the past, and how you can get engaged with what's happening. So... the guest today will be Judge Jimmie Edwards. He is USMC retired. He's chairman of the Montgomery County Veterans Memorial Park. And in the second segment will be the Tuff Foundation, Cooking for Courage with Amy West, who's a board member. And joining Amy will be John Hafley, and he is a retired Brigadier General of the U.S. Army. Again, my name is Margie Taylor, and this show is sponsored by Roger Stein Chiropractic and Team Sinisi Real Estate Group. Roger Stein Chiropractics are located at 3033 West Davis by Conroe High School and Taco Bell. They treat everyone from infants to seniors and weekend athletes to professionals. Their focus is on natural, holistic ways of relieving pain to get optimal health. Dr. Stacy Rogers holds certifications in adjusting extremities, clinical nutrition, prenatal, and pediatric care. If you are a new patient, $25 goes back to CASA, Kids in Foster Care. So it's very easy. Just call them at Roger Stein Chiropractic and get an appointment. Team Sinisi Real Estate Group. Well, we all know about the interest rates, and you know what? They're going to go up. So if you're interested in buying, selling, or investing, call Team Sinisi to help get involved with your real estate needs. 281-507-9777, Team Sinisi, because it's an easy name to remember. Yeah, I don't know about that. But anyway, so a few things that are going on around us. The Conroe Art League just celebrated 10 years in downtown Conroe. And this started with the revitalization of downtown Conroe in 2010. And they have called their place, their home is downtown Conroe on Simonton Street for 10 years. And they showcase the work of local artists. And they have art instruction, and every month they have a new show where the people in the community can come and view it. And the first Saturday of every month from 5 to 8, you can vote on the People's Choice Award. And this helps a local artist get $400 cash. So get involved. Go by the Art League if you haven't done that yet. VFW 4709 will host a breakfast this Thursday at 8 a.m. for the veterans. And we're going to learn a little bit about the 24-hour walk that's happening. You can still sign up. And that starts on Wednesday, November 10th at 11 and ends Thursday, November 12th at 11. After that will be the Veterans Day celebration. So Judge Jimmie Edwards is going to share all the information about these two events with us very shortly. November 20th is the Turkey Trot. You can register now with the City of Conroe. It's the 17th annual Turkey Trot. It's a 5K chip-timed run at Carl Barton Jr. Park. So go to cityofconroe.org for more information. So with that, we're going to take a quick break and come back with our first guest, and that is Jimmie Edwards. He is chairman of the Montgomery County Veterans Memorial Commission.
Since 2004, Roger Stein Chiropractic has offered spine and joint manipulation services to residents of Montgomery County and surrounding areas. Conditions treated include lower back pain, migraines, headaches, whiplash, carpal tunnel, neck pain, sciatica, joint pain, sports injuries, herniated discs, and complications from pregnancy. Roger Stein Chiropractic, led by Dr. Stacy Rogers and Dr. Brian McGee, is an integrity-verified chiropractic clinic. Call 936-441-9990 for an appointment or visit rogerssteinchiropractic.com. That's RODGERSSTEIN chiropractic.com.
Team Sinisi is a proud sponsor of Conroe Culture News. Vinny Sinisi and his professional team provide comprehensive real estate services throughout the greater Montgomery County area and beyond. Whether looking to buy, sell, or invest in real estate, Team Sinisi has an impeccable reputation. Contact Team Sinisi for a great experience at teamsinisi.com. That's TEAMSINISI.com.
Have a legal question? Are you a resident of Montgomery County? Call 281-645-6344 to talk to a volunteer attorney from the Woodlands Bar Association. We answer the phones on the first Monday of every month at 281-645-6344 from 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. to provide general legal information and information about legal resources to Montgomery County residents.
And we are back talking with Jimmie Edwards. He is a retired United States Marine Corps veteran. And we're going to talk a little bit about Veterans Day. That's a big thing with the Montgomery County Veterans Memorial Park and all the things that are going on there. So welcome, Jimmie, otherwise known as the Judge. Tell me about what's going on this week.
Well, Margie, thank you very much for having me on today. I appreciate any opportunity to talk about the Montgomery County Veterans Memorial Park. What I'd like to begin with is I'd like to talk about some of the events that we've got going or we are having on Veterans Day. On the 10th of November, coming up the next few days, we're going to begin a 24-hour walk. That walk is 21 steps directly in front of the entrance to the Montgomery County Veterans Memorial Park. We are honoring the 100th anniversary of the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier. It is a way for us to pay tribute to those fallen and those unknown that were never named. And so we have joined with the DAR, all of their chapters in this county. They are partnering with us. We have also joined with the East Texas Marine Corps Detachment number 779. They are also co-sponsoring, co-working with us. We really appreciate this opportunity. What we'll be doing is anyone that would like to walk the walk can sign up for it. They can get a hold of our offices. They can go online to our website. They can go to our Facebook page and sign up for a time frame. Anybody can walk. Anybody can participate for as little as you want to or as long as we've got the space and the hours. We are astounded about the participation right now. We have people that are traveling long distances to join us at Walk the Walk. We will have an American flag that will be passed from one person to the other. You will be walking back and forth. Now, why 21 steps? 21 steps basically honors the highest honor, like a 21-gun salute to a general or to a fallen soldier. So the 21 is very important. You don't have to walk the actual 21, but it's set up that way.
But if you can't walk, you can have somebody walk for you, right?
That is correct. And also, if you're in a chair or you're disabled, you can certainly come.
Just show up and somebody will walk with you.
That's right. That is correct. You can sign up online or you can come that very day, and we will fill it in. We will operate it and generate it around. And so it is never been done. It's never been done like this here ever. It is a unique opportunity to express your appreciation for for veterans, for those that are unknown, for those that have been, will never know their names. And so instead of wearing your patriotism on your shirt sleeve, you can certainly wear it in your heart.
Can they wear their uniforms?
They may wear their uniforms. Many are wearing their uniforms. Many are carrying pictures of a loved one that's long gone or passed, but they want to recognize them.
It's a great tribute.
Yeah.
So nobody's doing this. I haven't heard of this done anywhere. Is anybody else doing something similar to this anywhere that you've heard of?
No. Now, the DAR, this is honoring the 100th anniversary of the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier across the country. They have partnered with us to do it. But the actual Walk the Walk, no. Now, they're going to be reading. They're going to dedicate their plaque. They're going to be reading about the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier. They play a most definite role in this program because they are our partner. And the East Texas Marine Detachment here in Conroe is also playing a strong role in it.
So, and this is going to go for 24 hours. So there will be good lighting at the park.
We have good lighting, good security. We're even going to have some background music. I mean, it'll be the whole thing. You can get your picture taken. Anyone that walks that walk will get a photo of them. And we will, that's just one part of the program. At the end of the 24 hours, that will be exactly 11 o'clock. And we will begin the formal program. This year, we've tried to cut down all the speakers and all the politicians and talking, and so we've got a few short introductions, but it basically is going to be a patriotic musical program. We have a choir coming out of Caney Creek High School, and we have some featured soloists, and they're going to be singing patriotic music. We're also going to be dedicating 222 more additional names to the line.
Wow, that's a lot.
It's a lot. That's right. And that will be also done. And also, we've got a lot of people going to be there. And we're really looking forward to that. We're also going to be swearing in 28 new United States Army recruits.
I love that.
And that ceremony will also be held there. And
That's
all of their
fabulous.
parents and all of them will be there. So it's going to be a good observance, and we're planning to make it as good of an experience for everybody. So we really would appreciate very much. We've got plenty of seating. We'll have tents up. We'll have people there, escorts there. We'll have it all.
It's heart-wrenching. I mean, it really, people will remember this event when they
will.
go.
Yeah, we have a
And-
lot of floral arrangements. They're going to be along the line. We have floral arrangements right there under the entrance to the memorial where the main plaque will be. There will be a wreath presentation by the DAR there. So, yes, it will be. If anyone's ever been to D.C., and seen the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier and watched the soldiers marching back and forth. They know how moving it is. So we're not trying to duplicate it. We're not trying to recreate it by any means. We could not begin to do that. And there will be an American flag that people can pass from one to the other, but they can carry anything they want to.
So this will be all through the night and
all through the night.
It's just amazing. I am looking forward to seeing this.
We have a lot of people, believe it or not, that signed up for 2 o'clock in the morning or 3:30 in the morning. Some people say, well, I don't sleep real well. I'll come out there and do that. We have, what's amazing, we had a group from New York who were touring the park, and they're coming back for it. And I would estimate right now, judging by the people we've talked to, we will say for the weekend, 35 to 50 families or individuals will be staying here in Conroe during this whole.
So it's bringing funds into the economy here of Conroe as well.
Oh yes, that's always been part of it. We're about honoring our veterans and our first responders, but at the same time, there is an economic impact to the city of Conroe. We always anticipated that. You may be aware of the new signs that have been constructed on I-45 by the Texas Highway Department that says the Montgomery County Heritage Flag Park and the Montgomery County Veterans Memorial Park that gives direction to there. Since those signs went up, we can count for certain that the number of people coming to the Memorial Park has quadrupled.
Wow.
Just by seeing the sign. So people are traveling, well, let's go see what that is.
Right.
And they take a left, take a right,
Catches their
and
attention.
come to the park. And it's gotten their attention. And the city came to us, and the Heritage Flag nonprofit came to us and said, we got to do some help here, because they've been working on it years. And with the help of Representative Metcalf, and the help of several other state officials and TxDOT. See, we work real close to TxDOT. The park itself sits on state right-of-way, so they are very involved with us. And so we, from time of start to finish of design, work, laying it out, everything, the TxDOT put that sign up in less than 6 months. And the city and others have been working over 10 years trying to get that sign up, and we got it done in 6 months.
It's really a community monument, really,
It
with
is.
all the things that go on, and people are coming from all over.
Yes, all over.
You
We have
know,
a group coming from Missouri. There's a group from Tennessee. Remember, the base of this memorial is that it is a gift to the nation from the people of Montgomery County and Conroe. And that's why we emphasize it on a national level.
And you are a big part of that.
Play a little role in it.
This was your dream to make this happen, and you've got a lot more that's going to come forward with this park. This is just the beginning.
This is just the beginning. This is just phase one. We have a phase two.
Some enhancements, though, that have already happened. You had an Eagle Scout project there.
That is correct. We did the first outreach we did 5 years ago through one of our board members, Raven Rivera, is Boy Scout and scouting there at the park. And their first assignments was to put out American flags on all of the holidays, national holidays. And that's what they did. And so we began with that. Then they branched over and they were picking up trash and litter. It's almost on a daily basis we have to do this. We keep this park spotless, or try to. And so that was part of it, and then programs there. And then we moved on. We were, the commission, the park itself, and our projects were okayed on the district level and state level of the Boy Scouts of America. They have to review it all, and we have an Eagle Scout who has been doing work in the memorial. To lay out what he's done is, we needed on the bridge are wooden handrails, and they needed refurbishing, cleaning, polishing, and so he took all of the boards off. all the handrails down, and did all of that work there at the park. He then began his project of helping us wire and get electricity to the Whispers Memorial, and also electricity to the Sergeant Dorsey Bridge.
And it's beautiful.
Yeah.
It's beautiful, especially lit up.
Yeah, and now we've been able to follow up with lights on the bridge, and they can be multicolored. We displayed pink during October for Breast Cancer Awareness Month,
It's spectacular.
and so we can go green, yellow, blue, red,
Whatever.
white, and all of those lights. And they're very subtle. You cannot see where the lights are coming from, but it does light, and it also helps on our security. So we are soon completing our first Eagle Scout. We now will soon authorize a second Eagle Scout project. But we also, as a commission, are going to have a plaque built and name each scout, the Eagle Scout program, and what they did, and mount that plaque. In this particular case, will be on the bridge, recognizing this young man for his labor and for his effort. And that is very important.
It's very amazing,
And
too.
So every Eagle Scout project that is completed by an Eagle Scout, their names and what they have done and the date of what they did will be in this memorial.
Yes, you're building the youth up,
Right.
and that's
right.
very important to do.
Yes, but we've had several programs at the memorial. We recently had one that recognized
The breast cancer?
The Breast Cancer Awareness Month. There was a group that came to us, and we worked with them and got it done. And we painted the park basically in light pink.
And you sold some T-shirts, and with
Yes.
and they still sell for $25, and a portion goes to Faith Fighting
Not a
Cancer.
portion, all of it.
All of it goes to Faith. I didn't
Yes.
know that. Faith
Yes.
Fighting Cancer.
Faith Fighting Cancer,
So-
all of it. We don't, as a commission, we have other sources of revenue. And a cause like that, we will do that. We'll get them or help them, and then everything above our cost. Once we get that, then it's theirs. We don't ask for any of the profits, anything. That's why we're here, to serve the community, veterans serving the community. And so that's what we do. And so we had a really great turnout, and we're going to be doing that every year, paint the park pink.
I liked it. Well, even during 9/11, the 20-year
Right.
lit up the park to make it look like the Twin Towers.
That's right. We had Twin Tower. Yeah, we brought in spotlights out of Lufkin, Texas, and they did a blue light for us. And we'll do that again. We had the National Observances for Abused Women and Children
That's
and
right.
Family Members. It was called Flowers on the Lake.
That was a big event.
Yeah, we joined with several organizations in that. That's part of what we do. It's not just vets. It's an area, a place of homage and honor.
It's sacred almost, you know?
Almost is. Well, we consider the memorial just that. We are definitely
Protected.
protected. Yeah, we're not going to stand for littering, and it's not a place to hold barbecues or fish fries. It's
a place of
do
honor.
that somewhere else. We may do it in the parking lot, but it's not going to be in the memorial
Right.
at all. We will not. We don't do that. And we also, when you come to the park, there are rules and regulations. We expect you to behave correctly too. Recently, we had a group of people that came in and worked with us and volunteered all of their services for a state-of-the-art surveillance cameras and in the park. They're at 3 stations, and at about 50 yards, I can read anybody's business card. And so we know what goes on in that park 24/7, and we have people watching it. So don't come in there with bad intentions, or we're going to catch
Beware.
you.
Beware. So you said you're adding, I think you said about 250 names to the line.
That's correct.
And how many are there now?
We have 580, and
That's
then
a lot of
another
names.
2 And then there's another 220. It's going to be pushing 1,000.
So it's a living monument. People can continue always to add a name.
Anybody who's in the service. We have people from the American Revolution all the way to present day.
Any branch, anywhere in the country.
Any service. Now, there's no rank. We have 3-star generals on there, and we have privates. It is your name and your branch of service, period.
So you can find out about that by going to honoredmission.org.
Honoredmission.org will do it for you, and it gives you all the information. And we're already accepting line applications for Memorial Day of next year.
Yeah.
In fact, we had 4 people today in the office filling them out. So the line, there's a minimum fee, but do understand something about the fee. If you just simply tell us, I can't afford the fee, done. We don't ask any questions. You don't have to prove it. You don't have to give us anything. You just tell us, I can't afford it, because we have built in the fee for scholarships. And so whatever the name of the vet wants on the line, or you're doing it in honor of a veteran in your family or a previous veteran. You don't have to be from here. That's the most important part people need to know. That vet may not even know where Montgomery County was or Texas is, but as long as they're a veteran. So we get applications as far as California. We even got some from Canada, but they now live up there. They're Americans. And it is,
it's an honor to have your name on the line.
Just on the line. Because a lot of people, you get the shucks, I'm no hero from some vets. Well, we're not saying you're a hero. But you took the oath of office. You took the oath to serve this country. So you have the ability. You don't know where you're going. You didn't know if you're going to be a cook or you're going to be a rifleman. You don't know if you're going to be a clerk typist or you're going to be a mortarman. And so anybody from any branch at any time in service in the United States, we only ask that they have an honorable discharge or a substantial, suitable discharge. And that's all that we ask there. We're careful. We don't want Peter Rabbit or Bugs Bunny on the line. So we make sure that that's not going to happen.
Well, I recently gave the application with flags to the clients that are served, the homebound seniors, with Meals on Wheels. Cool. And so they're excited to get that to the veterans that have served our country honorably. Mm-hmm. So that's exciting too. So what I want to talk about briefly is at the end of the walk, you have a gentleman that is 100 years old.
That's correct. He was a WW World War II turret gunner on a B-17. That's the gun that's under the belly of B-17. He flew 24, 22-something missions and then was shot down. And then he spent about a year and a half in a German POW camp. And he's 100 years old, and he is a really interesting individual to talk to.
It's amazing.
He's married. His wife is 101 years old. And they're getting ready to celebrate their 80th anniversary.
Man,
in December.
Wow.
They've been married to each other for 80 years. I've heard of 70s and 60s. I've never heard of 80.
Wow.
And so so they will be...
That's outstanding. And he lives here in Montgomery County?
Lives here in Conroe.
Okay.
Lives right here in Conroe.
So he is going to finish up the walk?
He will take the last walk. He's going to be moving a little slow, but he's going
to
do it. And we're escorting him to the memorial. Constable Gene DeForest is providing a couple of cars, and a motorcycle escort to bring George and his wife to the Veterans Day observances at the park, and he'll be in the audience during the program. And so that's just one more thing that we do, and we're losing our WW2 veterans very fast. And so it's important that we remember them.
It is very important, especially this Veterans Day coming up. Well, I appreciate all this great information, and I know it's ongoing. There's always something going on at the park. There's always something else that the commission is working
And we're
on.
growing and expanding. We're now with our architects and engineers on an educational visitor center when you come in. We're looking at a domed memorial on the north end. We're looking at several things, different phases, expansion of the park, and they're all on drawing board, and they will come true. They will happen. Do not doubt the deal.
I'm honored to be a part of the
Thank
board.
you. You serve on the
It
commission.
really is
You've been a good
very
contributor.
rewarding.
Yeah, you've been a good you've been a good contributing member. You've been on the commission for several months, and you've helped out a lot. And we're still growing.
Yes.
We're getting ready to add 2 or 3 more commission members.
Everybody plays a role.
Everybody plays a role.
That's the way
Everybody's
it
got a
works,
job.
right? In the military, everybody has a role.
Right. And it's not about us. It's not about glory. It's not about getting your name on something.
No.
It's all about service, and it's all about doing what we do.
So, again, it's on Facebook. You can sign up for Walk the Walk. There's still slots available. And it is a 24 walk starting on Wednesday, November the 10th at 11.
At 11.
And going through until the next day
At 11.
at 11, the 11th hour on the 11th month on the 11th day. And that's when the Veterans Day celebration will commence.
That is
with
correct. We're going to keep it short.
a lot of
Sure.
fun, a lot of recognition, no big long speeches, music, and it will fill your heart. And if you haven't walked the walk, besides the walk, but walk through the park, that will be available, of course, for
Absolutely.
anybody
You
to
can walk for any vet. You can walk
look
for however
through
you wish.
and see the all the different memorial things that we have going
Yeah,
on
we
at
had a
the
lady
park.
call and said, well, I want to walk for my brother, but my baby's in a stroller. I said, push that stroller. Come on.
Everybody is welcome. Well, thank you, sir. I appreciate you coming on the show, and we look forward to being a part of the Veterans Day celebration.
Thank you, Margie.
Since 2004, Roger Stein Chiropractic has offered spine and joint manipulation services to residents of Montgomery County and surrounding areas. Conditions treated include lower back pain, migraines, headaches, whiplash, carpal tunnel, neck pain, sciatica, joint pain, sports injuries, herniated discs, and complications from pregnancy. Roger Stein Chiropractic, led by Dr. Stacy Rogers and Dr. Brian McGee, is an integrity-verified chiropractic clinic. Call 936-441-9990 for an appointment or visit rogerssteinchiropractic.com. That's RODGERSSTEIN chiropractic.com.
Team Sinisi is a proud sponsor of Conroe Culture News. Vinny Sinisi and his professional team provide comprehensive real estate services throughout the greater Montgomery County area and beyond. Whether looking to buy, sell, or invest in real estate, Team Sinisi has an impeccable reputation. Contact Team Sinisi for a great experience at teamsinisi.com. That's TEAMSINISI.com.
Hey y'all, it's DJ Mike from Dance Time in Texas. Join me Monday through Friday at 8 a.m. as I count down the top 10 Texas Red Dirt songs that are packing the dance floor. I'll be featuring local artists and the story behind the hits, shows in the area, as well as new songs that make you want to dance. It's Dance Time in Texas with DJ Mike on Lone Star Community Radio, 104.5 KCZW and 106.1 KZCC, Conroe, Texas, or online, irlonestar.com.
And we are back with our second segment today, November 8th. And again, this is all about veterans and all the activities that are happening for Veterans Day this week. We talked about Walk the Walk with the Montgomery County Veterans Memorial Park and the Veterans Day celebration. Well, there's still some more things going on. Today, we are speaking with the Tuff Foundation, and Amy West is a board member. She's going to tell us a little bit about Cooking for Courage. And then she's also joined by John Hafley, and he's going to tell us a little bit about Veterans Day. And you are a retired Brigadier General, or you're an active?
I'm in the reserves right now.
Okay, you're in the reserve, but you were a Brigadier General of the Army.
Right, I'm a Brigadier General in the Army Reserve
very
right now.
actively involved.
Right.
So it just makes a good partnership as we continue to talk about Veterans Day. So tell me a little bit about Veterans Day, John.
Sure. So Veterans Day started the year after Armistice Day back in 1919. And what it did, Congress had a resolution in 1926. It became an annual observance on November 11th. And then a national holiday in 1938. So it was all started at the end of the Great War, World War I. And then we just recognize it since 1938 as a national holiday.
So it's observed on the 11th month,
Right.
on the 11th day.
That's right.
And according to Judge Jimmie Edwards, on the 11th hour.
That's right. The last
right?
hour, right?
11, 11, 11.
Right
What's with the 11s?
It just happened that way. That's just when
is.
the armistice, yeah.
It just is.
Just is.
So, Cooking for Courage, and you guys have been doing this. I know I saw this on here. It's more than 3 times. I can't remember how many times.
It is. I think we're on our 5th or 6th year. I actually wasn't involved from the very beginning. I started out as a volunteer, and then was told a couple months later, we voted you onto the board.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, perfect.
Oh, it's
right?
the 6th annual Cooking for Courage.
Yeah.
I saw that somewhere.
Right, we started at Unity Park in Magnolia.
Yes.
And then we outgrew Unity Park in Magnolia, so we went to the fairgrounds in Conroe. Last year we had to cancel, unfortunately, because of COVID. And then we thought this year, when we were trying to plan it, COVID was spiking again. So we were like, maybe we should just downsize. So we went back to Unity Park in Magnolia. And the cookers were kind of like, we're not really downsizing. We're all coming to cook. So we have...
But that's great.
It's perfect. Yeah, we couldn't ask.
And it brings you back to your roots of where you started, you know?
Yes, ma'am. Yeah, we're really excited to come back, and, you know, we'll see. Maybe we'll have to end back up in Conroe at some point. Maybe
it doesn't matter. Let's just work on where we're at right now.
That's exactly right. Who knows?
So that's coming forward on Friday the 12th and Saturday the 13th. And it starts with an evening and bands and all of that on Friday night. Is that correct?
Correct. We kind of, it's one event, but we have two separate things going. We have the cook-off side. And then
is that Friday or Saturday?
The cook-off is Friday and Saturday.
Okay.
Right? So the kind of cookers roll in Thursday night and start setting up, and then that's kind of
when
a
do they get
2-day
judged?
Saturday.
Saturday
is judging. Saturday we'll be judging with our live auction and our silent auction. We have bands.
Yeah.
Friday
live
and Saturday
music.
night. Live music. It's free. Come out.
Free.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And there's things for kids. Tell me, you also have a barbecue challenge for kids, right?
We do. The Tuff Kids Cook-Off. So I think the minimum age is 7, and they cook a steak.
I've been a judge for that.
Have you?
Yes.
I
It was
don't
pretty
know,
amazing.
it?
Yes, it was.
Yeah.
And there's quite a different variety of the way that they cook it.
It's pretty shocking. The little kids, they're good.
I know.
They're
It was
really
good.
Yeah.
So you award prizes for these.
We do. Our cookers. Oh, for the kids or the cookers in general? Everybody.
Yes.
Trophies.
Yes.
Trophies, and then there's also cash payouts. You know, we
Very
have
nice.
a lot of cookers that are local, and then we have a lot of pitmasters that come in from not local to cook, and everybody
because this
likes
is a
to win money.
sanctioned barbecue
It is.
competition.
Correct. It is sanctioned, so they get
Whatever
points
that means.
Well, right, so they can get points to move on to the championship,
The next level.
the world.
The next level
Yes,
of
ma'am.
Beyond Cooking for Courage. So let's bring it back. Tuff, Texans United for Freedom. That's a nonprofit organization. Tell me a little bit about the organization.
So we are just a nonprofit, a group of patriots that understand how important veterans and first responders are, and it is
All the time, all year, whenever.
all the time. That's
Yes.
right. And it's just our mission to raise funds and awareness for them. Some of us are married to veterans. Some of us are veterans. Some of us are sisters of active duty members. Some of us...
It's a part of your life.
Yeah, we have one of the guys on the board is in law enforcement. The other one, we have a gal that works for the fire department. So we're all kind of
So
intertwined.
it's veterans and first responders.
Correct. Yes, ma'am. Yes.
And I know that you have different programs that this helps fund.
Correct.
Because this is your biggest event.
This is the big one.
Is this the only event?
No, this is not our
Okay.
only event, but
But
this
this
is
is a
our
big
big
event.
This is our big one. Yes, ma'am. Boots to badges. That's something that the Tuff Foundation started. We actually have our second person going through a program right now.
That's
Basically,
wonderful.
it's really, really neat. People that are men or women getting out of the military, any branch of service, that want a job in law enforcement or the fire department or a paramedic, we provide scholarships. And all you have to do is apply, and then we help fund all of that.
And it's
that
a good transition.
Great transition.
Because when they're in the military, they have rules and regulations and guidelines, and this helps segue them into civilian life by having some of that same protocol structure.
Yes, ma'am. It's a great program.
I know I wrote an article about the first one.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
So I remember that.
We're really excited. And so it's actually the guy that's in our program right now will be out at our event speaking and answering questions.
That's wonderful.
So if you know anybody that's interested, we're always looking for applicants. Come on out and speak with him. Or
So you have that program, and then you have a few other programs as well.
that where we're going to be funding. Is that what you're talking?
Right,
Where our proceeds
right.
are going to go to? Right. So Boots to Badges will be a big one. We're going to donate to a couple local VFWs. They're always really important to us. Tri-County, just because they do so much with veteran
And
services.
a lot of people don't realize that they have a large veterans program.
Very large. Yes, they do. Anybody in the county that's getting out of the military that needs help finding a job or housing or anything can go to Tri-County. Mm-hmm. And they have people specially trained just to
I've
help.
spoken to them on my radio show here before in the past as well.
Yes, ma'am. They're a great resource.
So, there's a lot of things that can happen. And John, correct me if I'm wrong, that when you leave the military going into civilian life, that sometimes you need a little bit more guidance. And some people have PTSD from experiences that they underwent when they were in the military. And they might have some issues with employment or just... What is that called? Just kind of assimilating to a civilian life.
Yeah, the transition.
The transition, yes. So the Tuff Foundation helps with guidance with some of those different challenges that the veterans have and reacclimation and things like that. So by being a part of Cooking for Courage, because you charge a fee for the teams.
We do. Yes, ma'am.
And probably for the kids and all of that. Plus you have the silent auction, live auction. That all helps go towards your programs.
Exactly. Yes, ma'am. That's where the bulk of our money comes from. And then we certainly don't want people to forget that it's not just a barbecue cook-off. It is a big thing for our veterans. We do a flag retirement ceremony. There's a veterans dinner, and that's all free.
So, and that takes place on Saturday?
Friday. I believe that's Friday evening.
So maybe go to the website and find out.
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
And that website is tufffoundation.org.
Correct.
And then you'll be putting more updates on the Facebook page because there's a Cooking for Courage event under the Tuff Foundation. So just check on that. Veterans can get a free dinner, and there's live music while you're eating, and it's all free?
It is all free, veteran or not veteran, whoever. We have Morgan Luttrell's also going to come speak Friday night. So that's something else if the community would like to come
Navy
out,
SEAL?
Yes, ma'am. Running for...
I might have heard that name once or twice.
I know. Right. Running for office. So we
Sure.
have... yes, ma'am. Mostly Friday he's going to speak, and then we have our flag retirement ceremony, and then our Veterans Day program actually will be on Saturday, but... it's
I'm
a great
assuming,
weekend.
John, you're probably going to drop in and see what's going on over there.
Yeah, so Amy and I talked about this beforehand. So that weekend, actually, we're going to be at Oxford, Mississippi.
Oh.
It's Texas A&M where my daughter goes to school
Well-
versus Ole Miss where my son goes, but we'll be there in spirit.
Hey, listen,
we've had that
it's
discussion.
fighting Texas Aggies.
You know,
Yeah,
John,
so-
family
understand.
is everything.
Family first.
Family is why you do what you do,
Yeah,
right?
family first. So it's always,
Completely understand.
but
And
yeah, it's a great
your-
organization.
Your kids are playing each other. It's
Yeah,
a big
that's
weekend
right.
for you
It
guys.
is.
I
It's
wouldn't
gonna
miss
be
it
tough.
either.
Wow. They're playing
cool.
each other?
Well, they're not on the field, but they're colleges.
They're
are playing.
rivals.
Yes, A&M versus Ole Miss.
Pretty neat.
That is pretty cool. It's pretty cool that they're going to those schools, too.
Yeah,
Just
this
saying.
will be the opportunity to go there. To see
I might be in Oregon that weekend for not fun, just dealing with family things.
Family
so
first.
That's the way it happens. So are you going to be looking for some volunteers?
We always need volunteers. There's
Everybody says that. That's true, though, right?
Right. Exactly. No, we always need volunteers, people to come out. If you need volunteer hours, if you're, in high school and need volunteer hours for honor society or FFA or, just whatever, you guys show up, we'll put you to work.
So who would they go to if they show up and want to volunteer? Or do you have any kind of sign up, or can they email in advance or anything?
They can just show up in the day. You'll see all of us wearing Tuff shirts.
Tough shirts of some sort?
Right. They can find us. We'll point them in a direction. They can go to our
good.
website. I can give you my personal information. They can contact me.
Well, I think there's probably a contact us pay on the
website.
toughfoundation.org. And
There is.
Then that will go to someone
It
who's
does.
involved.
It definitely will.
Or you can send a message on Facebook. That works
Yeah,
too. People see
there's
it.
a million ways to reach out and find us now. And trust me, if you're wanting to volunteer, someone will get back with you for sure.
So tell me about your sponsors that help you put this on.
We have some really good ones this year. We have, Wood Forest has always been a really good sponsor for us.
They love the community.
They do great things. They do.
I have a Wood Forest pen.
I think I have about 10 of those in my purse. Every time I go to the bank,
Right.
because I happen to bank there too, I grab a big Spirit of Texas Bank, and just some other local ones. We have the
Farmers, Solid Waste Connection.
Exactly. The city of Magnolia is great, and we stop into anyone, and everybody's just willing to help.
And
And
you have
whether
the park.
it's
So.
the city of Conroe, the city of Magnolia, whether it's providing auction items or
HEB, Cunningham Living, Gas. Those
There's
are
a
some
lot.
of them. And
J2 Fab, TNT installations.
you know,
there's some
sometimes
great
people
ones.
don't want to be recognized. They just do it.
They just do it.
You know, that's really means that you're doing it for your heart, for the right reasons, and the volunteers too. So I'm excited about that. The Tough Kids barbecue cook-off, live music, vendors. Are you still accepting vendors?
We're still accepting vendors.
And that's all on the website.
That's all on our
can
website.
Go
You can
fill that
reach
out.
out and-
I saw that.
Absolutely.
So it's going to be a whole Veterans Weekend. What are you planning on doing that week? Forget the weekend. I know you're doing the football thing.
Right,
But
right.
are you going to participate in any of the things for
Yeah,
Veterans
so we
Day?
have the. I'm sure that your previous guys talked about the walk at the.
Yes, the walk the walk.
Walk
at
the walk.
the
So I'm
Memorial
doing
Park.
that. Yeah, my wife and I are doing that at 4:30 at the Walk and Walk, and then there's a benefit concert that night or on the 11th that we're gonna attend down in the Woodlands. So we're gonna go to that. And
There's probably a lot of activities.
a lot of
going on.
activities circling around Veterans Day. It's a it's a very important day. And
How long have you been serving in the Army?
yeah, so I enlisted in 1991, got commissioned as an officer in 1993, and then 2020, right in the midst of COVID, I was nominated by Donald Trump to be a brigadier general and confirmed by the Senate that year. So I was promoted to
Wow.
general last year, and just this past weekend, I took command of the 100th Training Division down in Fort Knox, Kentucky. So it's a very exciting time in the lives of veterans, and God's given me the ability to be there to try to lead soldiers and guide them in the right direction. So I appreciate.
Do you enjoy it?
I do love it. If I didn't, after 30 years,
Right.
I've had the opportunity to retire about 10 years ago. So I just love it.
What do you love
leading.
best about it?
I think it's getting with the soldiers and trying to coach, teach, mentor. It's a training division, and we teach higher level training. So the opportunity to get out there and see what, because soldiers are my kids' age, right? So we got to kind of It's a different style.
And a lot of them haven't ever been away from home.
Never
or
been away
anything.
from home, and the transition is rough. And it's an all-volunteer Army. Everyone who's in the Army now swore an allegiance to the Constitution, and they weren't drafted like in previous generations. So now it's all volunteer, and these kids want to be there. So we've got to provide them with that leadership and training to, if need be, our mission in the Army is to win our nation's war, period. So we got to make sure that our soldiers are ready to do that. So that's, still love it.
Why did you first join?
It was right after Desert Storm. I was in college, and when Desert Storm occurred, I was like, that's an organization, and that's something I want to be a part of. We could never have forecasted 9/11 and the events that occurred after that. And your brother has an amazing story, and you share it. It's a great one. But we never anticipate any of this, but we always have to be ready for the next war. So, love every day that I get the opportunity to serve. Still in the reserves, so I do my weekends every month, and probably close to 50 or 60 days additional to that.
Stay busy.
Stay busy, absolutely. Yep.
My grandfather was a colonel in the Army, but he made Hollywood training films for young people that are new recruits going off for, I guess, World War II. Well, because he was a film editor, so he used his skill set. And my son is serving right now in Fort Hood.
Oh, okay.
And so tell me about your brother.
Oh, so my older brother is stationed at Fort Bragg. I believe he got in the military right after college in 2005. Army Special Forces. He's a Green Beret. He's been stationed at Fort Bragg, but done 5 tours in Afghanistan, 1 at Niger. I think that's right. I've kind of lost count. I know that's awful to say. And then actually, October 30th of 2019, my family was in Washington, D.C., and President Trump was awarding him the Medal of Honor. So pretty amazing.
That's so exciting.
It was.
That's so exciting.
I know. I was just going through Facebook memories 2 days ago and just kind of crying like a baby all over again. It was such an emotional week, and we just couldn't be more proud. And, I think he's one of 3 Medal of Honor recipients that's active duty. That's super rare. It's a lot of times it's after they're retired or, unfortunately, posthumously, and so it's pretty neat that he still gets to do his job, and he just made Sergeant Major, and loves it.
Is his name on the line at the park?
It's not. So it's
you
not.
need to do
Actually,
that.
I know. I need.
You
to
both
do
need to do that, John.
We both need to do that. And I have a grandfather that was a World War II vet, a Marine Raider, and so I need to get. They share a middle name and a last name, so I need to get both of them put together.
Just do it. It's really cool to see your loved one's name or yourself on the line, and
it's very cool.
It doesn't matter what rank. It doesn't matter what branch. It doesn't matter. As long as you served our country honorably, you can get your name on the line. Everybody is the same on the line.
Absolutely.
As
and
it should be, right?
It's awesome. So the judge was saying they had over 500 people, and they're adding another 250, and they just keep making it bigger.
I need to
Isn't
do
that
that.
awesome?
For sure.
So, anyway, so the Tuff Foundation is holding their Cooking for Courage, and that is Friday and Saturday, November 12th and 13th at Unity Park in Magnolia. You can go to tufffoundation.org or the Facebook page. And if people want to find out more about you, you have a Facebook website, all of that. I know we're not talking about the politics, but
we won't go into that. If I could just plug a few other organizations.
Yes, please
and
do.
I got some of these are on your website, so it's a fantastic way to
please do,
share
John.
it. So we have the Montgomery County Veteran Memorial and Education Center, which is going to grow thanks to the work for the local congressman who funded it. So Will Metcalf plugged that, and it got funded, so it's going to be a growing organization. The VFW, I've been a life member since 2011, so very proud of that organization. American Legion is another organization here locally. There's a chapter in the Woodlands and one in Willis. Lone Survivor Foundation that we're all familiar with. Mighty Oaks Foundation is also kind of local, and it helps soldiers
And that's
who are
what
suffering through
Representative Steve
PTSD.
Toth.
Right. Yep. And then the list is very long. So for those soldiers or those veterans, you can go to va.gov and have a drop down of all the organizations that are recognized by the VA. And texasvet.org also has some more localized help that can help soldiers get through those tough transitions. We all recognize that suicide among vets is a leading cause of death, and we want to make sure that those vets have the opportunity to speak to somebody to get help when needed. It's always hard to ask for help. So all these organizations are great for that.
If somebody wants to reach out to you specifically, because you have so much experience, could they do that?
Yeah, they could. 281-827-8435 is my personal cell phone number. Reach out to me, shoot me a text. I mean, I work a full-time job as an attorney, but I will always stop what I'm doing to help a vet and get them in the right direction.
That's great. What kind of law do you practice?
Criminal law here in Conroe. I've been doing criminal justice my entire life. I was an MP in the Army, so it's it all ties together, right? So it's So that's
Wonderful.
what I do here locally. So absolutely reach out to me, and your organization does fantastic work and can lead them in the right direction.
Thank you very
on
much.
their
We're
website.
pretty proud of it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, thank you both for coming on the show today.
Thank you for having
right.
us.
Thank you.